Hi, my name is Jaleesa Warren, and today I'll be informing you about a policy up and coming called cell phone jamming. However, this policy is a little bit different because it wants to involve cell phone jamming within prisons. An Oklahoma newspaper source stated on June 30th, 2008, an inmate acquired a cellular device. Among acquiring the cellular device, he caused damage and violence in 3 state prisons and 2 federal prisons. What violence and damage, might you ask? 13 deaths. Today, I would like to inform you about what cell phone jamming is, why it originated, and what it can do to us as not only a country, society, or community, but as prisoners as well who are in our prison system. So first, what exactly is cell phone jamming? Well, according to an InfoTrack database, cell phone jamming is when blockers pretty much cut off a radio signal by sending in a low power signal that cuts off our communication. So when you're thinking cuts off our communication, yes, that means that you can't make calls. No calls to your mom, no calls to your family, not even emergency calls. No calls at all. Many telephone companies, cell phone companies, services get upset because, we're losing money and people can't make these calls. Because yes, it interrupts your cell phone service, according to the Dallas News. So it makes you wonder, why was this even created? Originally, it was used for movie theaters. I mean, who really turns their cell phone off during a movie, or let alone put it on silence? So this is what they were used for. Theaters wanted to be able to just stop people from getting in calls or making outgoing calls. However, somehow, cell phones began getting smuggled into our prisons, not only by visitors, but by guards as well. Dan McClatchy stated that cell phones can be used for all kinds of mayhem, whether it includes harassing victims, planning escapes, or any other type of crime. So, this makes us think, if an inmate has a cell phone within his reach, what is stopping him from calling the person who convicted him, right? Well, this is exactly why many states across the whole country want to be able to use this policy, and not even the U.S., but across the globe, and including Canada. So, according to the U.S. government database, 775 cell phones were taken up. 775. This is why our government wants to do this. However, currently, the only cell phone jamming that can be done in prison are the federal ones. Federal prisons are the only ones to allow signal to just be disappearing. It cannot happen within federal prisons. However, in the states, cell phone jamming is not allowed. So, what exactly will this change if we do have cell phone jamming, if the FCC does allow it? Well, according to the FCC, they say that is a violation of the Communication Act of 1934, which is that we cannot interfere with radio, which requires cell phone jamming. So we can understand from that, because service will be interrupted. That is something that will change along with cell phone jamming within prisons. However, what will also change is that prisoners will not be able to harass attorneys who convicted them, witnesses who convicted them, judges, or anybody else, make contact with the outside world trying to escape, that could further put our country, our society, and our community in jeopardy. And as for us, it makes us feel safe within our environment. Another way that things can be changed. So, this policy is trying to be used all around. Like I said, even Canada, to prevent from deaths happening within prisons because an inmate has a cell phone. It's to help us feel protected when somebody's actually going to jail, that those inmates are being alienated from society. Yes, it comes with costs such as getting service interrupted, not being able to make those emergency calls. But what the government is intending for us to see is that it is necessary among our safety and making sure inmates are being separated from society as a whole. I really hope that you were able to get something from this, and thank you for listening.